What's happening, people? What's going on? You guys rocking out with Kevy Kev? What's up, Swinny? What up, Granny? Grammy? God damn, Grammy. How's everything? Shit, it's almost Monday. Another minute. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys have a good weekend? Getting ready? New week? Yeah, I figured I'd jump on for a little bit. A little quiet time for myself, you know? I figure we'll get a few people in here. See who jumps in the next couple minutes. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Seemed to rain a little bit, you know, but the grass needs that, you know. It keeps the flowers and the grass growing. Yeah, glad a couple people are showing up. God damn. What's happening, people? What up, Bud Dials? Potsy, what's up? Well, the other night, I did a live. And, let me see my scan here. Got the scanner running and shit, too. I'm always listening to the scanner. God damn, you never know what might happen and shit. Yeah, it was a rainy and yucky weekend, huh, Granny? I thought the same shit, you know, but couldn't really get too much stuff. Well, Friday I got rid of some yard debris and stuff, you know. Friday after work, but then Saturday and even today it rained, you know. It was coming down too a couple times. It was coming down. But the other night, I was on talking on a live, and it was crazy. Building 19. I don't know if you guys are from the North Shore area. Used to be the Building 19s. Building 19 and 7/8, Building 19 and a half, and yeah. What up? What up? So it's crazy. I was been doing some cleaning and shit. I was going through an old toolbox actually, and I can remember. I said to myself, "Oh man, I had bought out like one of those like butterfly knives at a Building 19. There used to be this back spot at the Building 19 around my area, and there was always some like the Shirokins and um, just different, unique, cool things, like collectible things. So, probably asking my father when I was young, oh man, can I get that? Can I get that? And I found it in an old little storage box I had in my garage. And I said, oh shit, that'd be a good talking piece. Maybe I'll clean it up, take it apart. We'll change it up, make it look clean and shit, But yeah. Figured I'd jump on, kill a little time, hang out, say what's up, see a few people coming in. Got 9 people in the shop. Welcome, people. God damn. I hung my little light. Probably can't really see it too well. I don't know if you can, but got my my gesture light. Throwing my peace signs up. You know what I'm saying? Throw my peace signs up to my people. Yeah, we could flash it. Yeah. Ooh, it'll even beacon too. And get that going crazy. It's for the people in the chat to say what's up. Kev, how long can a bike sit and the tires be okay? Well, you just want to double check them, I'm sure there's a date on your tire too. You just got to look. I mean, sometimes it's good, like get the fine thread. I mean, the fine, the treads, if it's real fine, I mean, it's wearing. But on the side, there'll be like an embroidered, the letters and numbers and, PSI, pressure. It'll all be, raised on the side of the tire and rubber. You got to kind of look and see if there's a date. Sometimes there's a date, you want to check for dry rot. I mean, if it's been sitting on a low tire for a while, it can take a shape. It can create a flat spot. You might fill it up, take it for a ride. You might get this, little thumping sound. Most tires, if it's a motorcycle, going to have a, steel tread, steel belt inside the tire, which can take a shape if it's been sitting. Pedal bike tires, if it's something on a small bike, same thing. You want to just check for dry rot, feel the tire if it looks, dry. Just use your, I'd kind of like, inspect it. Just inspect it real good. If you're questionable on the tires and it's a motorcycle, change them. Change them. Clear your head. That's what I do. Yeah, if you're afraid of the dry rot, sometimes you can't see it. It's in between the threads, tread. You know, you want to just check for cracks. Sometimes you got to lower the tire pressure and kind of, physically, roll the tire, inspect that sidewall. It can be easily done. A couple people, you know what I mean? You rolling the bike or someone rolling the bike back and forth, or, visually inspecting them. So, yeah, that's what I do, Conland. Yes, tire safety is so important, you know, especially if you're relying on two, never mind four. Even tires for your car. You want to, I used to say I'm not a big fan of like rubbing your hand on the tire. Sometimes there can be protrusions, belts, something you might have picked up. You can cut your hand. But, just, cutting the wheel to the left or the right and kind of just physically looking at the tire is big, Tire safety is real important. What's up, BB? Yeah, no, it was I had found this old butterfly knife, something that I found it. I bought this probably 20 years ago, 30 plus years ago. It's all beat up and kind of, so I figured maybe we'll take it apart and check it out and, maybe clean it up while we're talking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll tell you, tire safety. Tire safety is a big, big thing. You always want to inspect your tires on anything, really. Like I said, it could be a pedal bike, could be a motorcycle, could be a car. So, if you're just jumping in on the chat, we got 11 people in here. The other day we were talking about building 19s. And I just got done saying I had probably gotten this knife, years ago at a building 19. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to take this thing apart and clean it up. Some night hanging out. Let's see here. So we're gonna take it apart together here and fix it. It's real dirty. It's real dirty. And there's little bushings. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a great rebuild. Man, it looks to me like somebody might have tried to repair this thing at one time, but if not me, I would think. Maybe it was. We're going back 30 years. I mean, I do get kind of creative sometimes. But yeah. I don't know, it's all painted black. There's one of the handles. But I don't know, we'll turn it into something. You know, we'll clean it up. We'll reface it. Everybody have a good weekend? Everybody have a good weekend out there? Down with the Kevy crew. We're doing a resto. We're gonna do a restoration. Might get a little loud, you know, but we're working over here. You're hanging with the Kevy crew. We're gonna be working tonight. So go make your coffee. Get some things together. Pop your popcorn. I think we're going to feel good about this at the end of it. You know, we're going to change something. If you have a look at what it looked like in the beginning, and we're gonna make this thing look totally different. I can see it already changing. I'm starting to like it. You know, I didn't really like the color of it. We got 14 people up in here. You had a great weekend, Becky? Nice. Good to hear it. Good. You had a nice, great, productive weekend, Swinny. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well, too. You know? Yeah, I can't wait to see the change, too. Something we can feel good about, you know? So what else has been going on, everybody? I mean, we got summer's coming. Is there anybody out there planting flowers? Anybody out there planting flowers? Good night, Ruthie. Good night. It's a little late. I know. That's my free time spot. I was meaning to come on earlier, but I had a couple things I was doing. And, you know, it's like back to basics for Mondays. You know. It's pretty dirty, though, I'll tell you that. It's pretty dirty in there. I'm going to clean this thing all up. I'm going to clean this thing all up. This thing's going to look nice when we're done. You know? It's going to look a lot different. So everybody had a good, productive weekend. Well, for those of you that are hanging out, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Just chilling. Yeah. anybody see that news about the kids in Texas? Was it Texas that got stuck in at that carnival ride? God damn. High school kids. Let's talk about that for a second. I mean, I was like, oh my God. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I love carnival rides. You know, I love carnival rides, and I used to love going on them as a kid. I mean, I remember taking a trip out to Pennsylvania. Went to Hershey Park. God damn! If you haven't been to Hershey Park, that was a great park. It was a great park. And I went out there. I did the Super Duper Looper. God damn, they got the Super Duper Looper out there. What up, Ruthie? See you out there, girl. Donnie Not Wahlberg. What's happening? We're here. Hershey Park, Swinny. Oh my God, it was awesome. It was awesome. I did the Super Duper Looper. I'll never forget it. Me and my father. You know, my father, he loved taking the trips, man, and doing like, you know, the amusement parks, and he used to take us. He used to love going to the Benson Wild Animal Farm. God damn. He used to love going up there, see this big orangutan named Tony. I'll tell you, it was like, you know, you remember like with Chevy Chase, that movie? God damn. We'd pack in the fucking van. He had a van and shit. We didn't have a wagon, but we had a van. And we took a mission out there, man. It was some fun shit. It was some fun shit. I actually, when I went out there with my father, when we were in Pennsylvania, we ended up going to this place called the Choo Choo Barn. And my father was an antique toy collector. He loved trains. He loved like toy trains. So he wanted to go to this place called the Choo Choo Barn. And it was in Pennsylvania. And it had one of the most largest like diorama, you know, like all the different mountains and you know, small cities over here, gas station, street lights working, cars driving on the streets. Like, I mean, it was intense. I mean, if it's something that, you know, you got to be into that kind of shit, I guess. Could be a little boring, but. And when we were out in Hershey, we were out on that trip to go to Hershey Park. I remember my father said, "Hey, you know, we took off. The rest of the family stayed back, but my father took me to the Choo Choo Barn, and then he took me to the Amish country." And he brought me on like an Amish, you know, like plantation of some shit. And they were building houses and they gave us a tour. I'll tell you, that was an experience too. That was cool. I used to like doing shit like that. Shit that I wouldn't mind, you know, showing my kids. But I remember my father used to have these toy trains, like big locomotives, like toys that, the engines ran and they steamed, and he just was real big into it. He used to go to the conventions and there'd be trains running on tables. And with that, with him liking that kind of stuff, it also branched off into big trains, And I can remember when we were up in New Hampshire or Vermont, there'd be train companies and shit. He'd always want to stop in and see the old trains they had on display. It was a lot of fun. We got 20 people here. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Goddamn. Yep. I'll tell you that piece is cleaning up nice. Ooh, it's like we might be able to polish this up, people. Yeah, we stripped all that paint off there. I mean, that's what it was. I mean, we got before and after. I don't know how you can really see it, but this thing's all black, painted black. Then we got this. With this nice piece. Oh, I got a little polish too. I'll have to polish it up. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Those choo-choo bonds and shit. Where else did we go? I'll tell you, he took me to, we drove out there. We drove out to Pennsylvania. So when we went through New York, we went through Cooperstown, New York. We went to the Baseball Hall of Fame. That was a great trip too. Cooperstown, New York. Cooperstown, New York. Father had told me that we're related to somebody in the Baseball Hall of Fame. His name was Iron Man McGinnity. Good old Irish name. Iron Man McGinnity. What I'm doing here is I'm taking this sandpaper. It's not really coarse, but we're just kind of like it. These pieces were painted black, and the paint was all chipping. And I mean, it looks like I'm being a little aggressive, but I'm really not. I mean, what I'm actually doing is I'm letting it build up on this wheel, this sandpaper. The dirtier it is, like with this, when you're working with this kind of like metal, like say you want to polish something, I'm kind of working over a dusty, compound. But yeah, I mean, I got a little sidetracked because I was talking about Hershey Park. And how much fun I had there. Did the Super Duper Looper. I remember, as a kid going, traveling to different parks. Like, I remember going to Six Flags out in Springfield when it was out there, and I did this ride called the Sidewinder. That was pretty cool. That was a cool ride. We got 20 people at the garage. What's happening, people? What's going on? Who do we got over here? We got Ruthie. Ruthie's still here. I thought we might have lost Ruthie. I thought she was going to bed. It's a little late. Got a little free time. I figured I'd do a little work in the garage. Glad you guys are here. Smoke a cigarette, chill out for a couple minutes, drink a Celsius. I got one on a bag of ice and shit. I hung my gesture thing. You really can't see it. It's real bright. But I could throw my ones up. Look, it's got a remote. It's pretty nifty. But I could put my ones up. Yeah. I could put my ones up. I could even give it a hell yeah. You give it a hell yeah. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you're just jumping in on this live, last week or the last couple of days, I did a live, and I was talking about Building 19, and I had purchased this butterfly knife, old butterfly knife, from a Building 19 out my way. I was going through some boxes in my shop. It was actually, I think I emptied out a toolbox, and I remember I had like stuff like this in the toolbox, probably to do this right here, 10 years ago. So I figured, why not do it with you guys? I mean, just to hang out. It's I guess this could be kind of boring, but I mean, if you're looking for the end result and you want to check it out and be part of the Kevy crew, you can hang out and refinish this thing with me and shoot the shit. I was just talking about that those high school kids that got stuck up at the stuck up on that carnival ride or whatever it was, that Sky Coaster out in Texas. I don't know if you guys seen that, but that looked pretty scary. I guess it was a group of high school kids. And fire rescue came and saved them, So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It is wild and scary, right? What do we got here? Yeah, they do. You're right, Ruthie. They'll pick up the sides, the walls of the barn. They'll all work together all day long. You know what I'm saying? Take a couple of, well water breaks. You know what I mean? They'll run over to the well with a ladle. They'll take a sip. They run back. They put all the shit back up. I was there. I watched the shit go down. Amazing. Amazing. It's amazing, I'll tell you. Yeah, to pick up a full-blown house. Ruthie knows. Goddamn, Ruthie. I'm glad you're here. She knows. They'll pick the fucking goddamn house right up. About 40, 50 of these. You know, hard working, you know, healthy eating humans. Live off the land. You know, harvest their own crops, bake their own breads, you know, mill their own grains. You know, it's actually healthier. Yeah, this is coming along nice. You know, it's going to look good. It's going to look good. This one's dirty too. What I got is a little file. We can run a little file to those after. Yeah, but this thing was being weathered out back. And you've got the blade here. You know, the blade's all tarnished. Well, not tarnished. It just actually it looks like it was painted at one time.
Roger.
I don't know if you can see that, people, but that blade, it's all chipped and stuff, you know. Somebody had painted this. It was painted probably from the factory or whatever, you know, whenever it was put together. But what I wouldn't use the sandpaper to clean this. This blade's probably forged. Oh yeah, little razor action. Take that. This might sound like the chalkboard, so just bear with me, people. Might want to turn your volumes down. But this won't scratch it. This is actually just gonna get the paint off of it. Gotta be real easy. The last thing I want to do is scratch that, because we'd be able to polish that up too. Yeah, this was just painted. And probably because it's so old. You know, I'm teaching you guys a couple tricks here. Your notebook out. Yeah, I got some nice polish. You know. Yeah, you guys are at the shop. Doing a little midnight resto. Oh yeah, this is gonna look nice, people. You know. It's probably like, you know, forged nice and hard. Yeah, we got this. We had this side. It's all chipped up. I don't know if you could see it. But then we just did that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, people. It's going to look like brand new. There's actually a name on it. I think there's a name. So yeah, what was you guys' thoughts? Yes, Winnie, we're here. We're restoring it. We got 29 people. We're chilling. We're chilling. 29 people. We're at the shop, just chilling. But what were you guys' thoughts on that? On that scary situation with those kids, huh? God damn, Kev's working magic. I've been known to work some magic. I'll tell you that right now. Kev's been known to work some magic. God damn, JFK's in the building? God damn. Shout out to JFK. Shout out to JFK. Go check out my boy JFK over at the Fockery Donut Shop. And you know what? Give him a little love on the Cash App. What up, my man? Shit, happy Monday. God damn. Doing a little resto. I had done a live the other day. I was talking about building 19s. And I was going through some boxes back in my shop, my garage. And I must have, I probably cleaned out one of my old toolboxes and threw everything in a box that was in like the top shelf. And lo and behold, I find this old butterfly knife that I know was purchased at that building 19 over my way. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna clean this thing up. We're gonna clean this thing up. We're working. My boy JFK's up here in the chat. We working too, my man. God damn. We working too. Got people. What do we got? We got 30 people up in the shop. What up, people? God damn. We got the scanner going too. It's a little quiet. We got the scanner going though. We got this thing looking real good. We got this thing. What do we got going on? But yeah, we were just back onto it. The scanner is quiet tonight, Winnie. And we working the night shift. God damn. What was you guys' thoughts on that ride, man? Them kids, them high school kids, they got stuck up in that sky ride. Scary shit, I mean, some of those rides, you think about it, man. I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a mechanic. I put a wrench to everything. Like sometimes I go to these fairs, these fairgrounds, man, these connie grounds. It's my new word too. We could parallel it to something. These connie grounds, all right? Some of these bolts don't look too good. I'm going to be fucking honest with you. sometimes I look at these things, man, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, who's tightening these bolts up? Who's checking this? When was the hardware replaced? You know what I'm saying? You know, it can bring up some major concerns. I mean, sometimes, you know, you see parents or fathers. I mean, I'm one of those fathers. Kids like, Dad, I'm above the line. Like, I can do it, Dad. I'm above the line. It's like, buddy, I wouldn't go on that. If your father ain't going on it, I'm sorry, bro. Let's go throw darts at the balloons. You know what I mean? Got to draw the line sometimes, man. Some of these rides, you know, I mean, I can remember being 14, 15 years old looking at these rides saying, man, my dad's a mechanic. He told me, don't ever fuck with a bolt that looks like that. Replace it. You know? And I love a good carnival too. You know? But sometimes you just, you know, you got a different generation. You know? You know, what happened to physically handing somebody a ticket? You know, and them looking you in the face and putting a chart up to you. You know, scaling you up. Now it's just they're scanning a UV light over your hand. They ain't even looking you in the face. As long as you got a sticker on your hand, yeah, you're good to go. Your parents paid, right? Get on. Think about it, right? Yeah, I've seen some rusty shit too, Ruthie. God damn, fuck. God damn, you ain't catching me on none of that shit. Catching me on none of that shit. Fuck. Let me tell you something. I'll take the stairs. Sometimes these elevators and escalators, you know, I was at the mall today. Went to the mall today. Had to get my boy some Nike cleats, man. He needed some new Nike cleats and shit. He was in there looking at the colors and shit, you know. He's crazy with the colors. But I'm looking at this escalator saying, God damn, the fuck's that panel over there loose for? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we'll take the stairs. I need the steps. You know what I'm saying? I need the steps. Walked right past Monster Cookie, too. Fucking need the steps. You know? That fucking life care app and shit. I've been following it. You know? Some of these rides, man, I'll tell you right now, though, gotta be careful of. And use your own, you know. As a mechanic, I feel like a mandate reporter. You know? Say something, see something. Yo, buddy, you got a couple bolts loose over here. I mean, can a mechanic be a fucking mandate reporter? You know what I'm saying? You see a missing cotter pin or a locking nut that's double nutted when there should be a Teflon lock nut. I mean, come on, you got 30 bolts that got Teflon locking nuts, and then you got one that's got a double jam nut. I know what you're doing. But that shit ain't cutting it. And I've seen this shit. Gonna get me all worked up. I'll end up replacing every fucking bolt in this fucking building. It's looking good. This thing is looking good. I'm telling you right now, people. You know, this thing is gonna be just a handful of chrome. You know, I mean, chrome don't get you home. Don't let's not get it fucked up. Chrome don't get you home, but it damn looks nice. You know. And we're moving right along. We're moving right along. You know? But I felt bad, man, for those kids. You know, I don't want to get off the subject, man, but I felt bad for those kids that was stuck up in that ride. You know? I mean, that those kids must have been a nervous wreck. I mean, just think about being a parent that gets a phone call. You know? You're a parent that gets a phone call. You're looking up. You're saying, God damn. I mean, that'd be nervous for me. You know? You know, and I was one of those kids that grew up in that era to, you know, standing in that long line, you know, to ride that ride, man, and get that, you know, that wooden roller coaster feeling, you know, that wobbly feeling, you know. I mean, there was some fun times as a kid hitting the carnivals. You know, I like them. But you know, when I hear, you know, situations like that just happened with those kids, and now, you know, me being a dad myself, and you know, I mean, those are the things that I got to worry about. You know. Those are the things I got to worry about now. You know? It's like, you know, I can already tell that my kids are mechanically inclined. I mean, It might stem from, their father being a mechanic or, always working around them and stuff, but, things are, these kids, man, they're always, touching something, taking something apart, asking me for a battery or, hey, do you have this? What's this tool called? Can I borrow your hammer? So, I mean, I get it. People. But, you got to bring that little bit of awareness to, it's not a bad thing to, just looking at something and making a judgment call, making a judgment call. Yeah, this thing was a little weathered. It was a little weathered, this piece. But I think it's going to work like new. What else we got? Go! What's happening? We out here, brother. We out here. We got 27 people in the garage, man. We're just chilling. God damn. Let's go, people. Let's go. I hope you all went over to JFK's channel. Liked and subscribed. Show some love. Go check out James Jackson over at the layover. Him and Luna. You might catch a Luna walk. You might get James in, that journalistic mode. Go check him out. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. Tell him Kevy Kev sent you. Tell him Kevy Kev sent you. Yeah, the beginning of this live, man. These things. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're shiny now. We got some nice pieces right there. Both. Oh, yeah. We're just breaking this down. I'll tell you, I got this stuff too. I don't have to throw an edge on this thing, but we got this. This thing's looking choice right here. This thing's looking choice. God damn, people. You're at the workshop of Kevy Kev right now. So it says stainless, 420 stainless, 420 stainless. Damn, 420 stainless. We got some 420 stainless there. You know, so we went real light with the razor blade. No, we didn't scratch it. It's looking good. You know, down here chilling out at the shop with Kevy Kev 781. Shop talk with me. Just checking in after the weekend. Just wanted to say what's up to the Kevy crew. You know, we got talking about Building 19. I stumbled across this gem of a piece, you know, from my era, you know, from like, you know, Chuck Norris and American Ninja and, you know, Van Damme, Bloodsport, all these crazy movies I watched as a kid, you know. Things that I accumulated over the years because of my, you know. Yeah, I had the one. Nah, those ain't the 115, the 125s. These are a 125. You know, these are 125s right here. They're just a little big. I like the little square ones, but these work. God damn, these work. Shit, Lisa Davy. I love rapid fire. You know, Kimbo, Ruthie said, Kimbo, what up? But I'm going to tell you this right now. Now, I'm going to show you guys a product, you know, that I swear by. I swear by this product now. Shit. I'm gonna have to make me a rag and shit. You know, make a rag here. But goddamn. So, this stuff right here, people, I'm telling you right now, we got 28 people in the garage. All right? It ain't a cookie wrecking ball. Been easing up on the cookies. Just so you know. Yeah. I've been watching my steps. So I got this stuff right here, right? It's called White Diamond. People, it's called White Diamond, people. If you haven't seen this out there. Now let me tell you something. I got an old car. I got a motorcycle. That's all I use on my bike right here. It's the White Diamond. Use this on the chrome on the bike. Okay? All right? I told you, chrome don't get you home, but the fucking shit looks good when it's done right. You want to do it right, you use White Diamond. White Diamond is the way to go. We're going to put this White Diamond to the test, people. I mean, we ain't playing games over here. I just got done And you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'm not gonna go easy on with the application. We're gonna put it on. You know, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna get it all over this. Yeah. I'm gonna apply it on there. And we're gonna talk about it. All right. This white diamond, you know, is 100% probably the best stuff on the market. I'm telling you right now. I've dealt with all kinds of different pieces. Okay. And the white diamond is my go-to at all times. Now, I'll tell you right now, if you had, which I thought I had a couple of pieces of, was my steel wool. I usually like to use like a double odd steel wool. But, you know, this stuff, when you put this stuff on, you want to just keep rubbing it. You know, it's going to look dirty. It's going to start to get like a real dark gray. That's when it's starting to do. God damn, Ruthie. Disclaimer. Um, that's when it's doing its job. Right there is when it starts to get dirty looking. Okay. You know, the dirtier it is, the shinier it's going to get. You want to remember that. You know, even when you get it down, what happens is, I'm going to show you. You see me rubbing this over here on this on this cloth. And when I say the dirtier it gets, the shinier it'll be. And that, my friends, is your first lesson with the white diamond. You know, and listen, don't be trying to cheat out on this shit. This white diamond you put on here, you know, I tell you to go light on the mayonnaise on your sandwich, light mayo. But when you're doing this kind of shit, all right, this right here is where it's all gonna take place. All these, the dirtier this rag gets, all right, the shinier this piece is gonna get. You know, and this is the trick to working with these metals. You know, we just had a painted metal that we just, you know, sanded down, got all the metal, all the paint off it. And, you know, now we're at the stage where, you know, we're starting to clean it up. You know, We're starting to polish it. It's that stage where it really matters. You know, we got 25 people out here. $25 people in the shop. You really gotta work this shit, I tell you.
14, you can secure back to the station and just meet them at booking. Apparently he made it into a cruiser. 5-11, Johnson. What else? See if you just pop in the CEO's office before you take off. Awesome.
Now, got these pieces around. Did tell this. They're all real dirty and black. That scanner call sounded like they were having a hard time getting somebody in a cruiser. Guy must have made it. That's what they're saying, huh? Yeah. I'm liking the outcome of this right here. You know, we gotta keep cleaning it up, but it's taking us. It's shining right up. Oh, that shit's shining.
14, nice, cool.
But yeah.
Take all
Throw your ones up for Kevy Kev. Thank you, Becky G. God damn, we got shit. Throw your ones up, people. God damn. Shit. Throw your ones up for Kevy Kev. I don't know if you could see that. I'm off my. Does that make it better? You see that? Throwing your ones up and shit. Does that look better? Throw your ones up, people. God damn. Throw your ones up in the chat for Kevy Kev 781. If you're rocking with Kevy Kev 781 over here. We over here. We working too. Got a little project going. We got a little project going. We even got this over here. Oh man. This blade. Same with this thing. This piece come out nice too. Real nice. Real nice piece. I'm excited. I would have bought it looking like this too back then. Shit. Probably looked good black back then. You know? But I mean, I don't know why somebody would like want to paint over that craftsmanship, you know? But I guess, I mean, everything was painted. The blade, everything. It was different. You know, you get this, like I said, you start to get, this is what I've been wiping it with, but that cloth gets real dark. You know, once you start using that dirty rag to get that excess stuff off, you know, this stuff starts working its magic. And you know, that's why it's called, you know, white diamond. Because this shit's gonna shine like a diamond. Shine like a diamond. Oh shit. Shine like a diamond. Got some on the bench stuff and shit. But yeah, that's like, god damn. It's coming out good, people. It's coming out real good. Whew. I mean, just think, like, it's back together. It's gonna be gleaming. It's gonna be gleaming. It's gonna look like a brand new knife. You know, we can even throw a nice new edge on this. Let's sharpen this right up with this new knife, this new grinding wheel we installed. You know what I'm saying? We just stripped this thing down, JFK. It's an old vintage butterfly knife. It's all painted black. We stripped it down into its natural form, starting to polish it out. Blade was all painted and stuff. We stripped it all down. Got this blue diamond, this white diamond. It's white diamond. If you don't know, now you know. I use this shit on everything. God damn. But you know, when you're polishing, when I was just going over with everybody, when you're starting to polish something, all right? You know, the dirtier it looks, the dirtier it gets. That's when it's activating. It's doing its job. You know? And I've been telling everybody, You know, if it was a ham and cheese sandwich, I'd say go easy on the mayonnaise. But oh no, we're not making a ham and cheese. We're working this metal. We're trying to. We want to apply it evenly. We want to apply this all evenly and let it do its thing. You want it to look like a diamond? You want to look like a diamond? You gotta let it work. You gotta let it work. If you want to shine bright like a diamond, you gotta get white diamond. Rub it all over you. I'm like playing people. Disclaimer. God damn, you be looking like a white diamond. God damn. But yeah. It's been an hour and 22 minutes. We've been working, people. We've been going at it. Yeah, white diamond's working too. And we were talking about the family vacation and stuff too. My dad and stuff. Those are fun memories. Those are fun memories. I'll tell you that. I shared with you. And yeah, we always did a lot of fun shit like that. You know? Got to experience that Amish, how the Amish lived, and told you my father, he was a toy train collector. He loved going to flea markets and swap meets, and he used to bring me with him all the time. What's crazy is like, I know somewhere in the basement, probably the basement of my building, there's a toy train set up. The whole diorama with the grass and little street lights. I know it's all wired up. I know it worked. We might have to take a trip down memory lane with that. You know? Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to check that out. Have to take a walk down there one of these nights. A fucking GoPro on me or something. Fucking run around the train set, you know? Oh yeah, people, this thing's looking good. Be surprised, man. some of this polishing too, we can, now that we got like where the action is and all that, man, because stop putting this thing together, because we can polish it all as one once it's together. Because now I got, we got the series of what we got. We got 2. So we got 3. Got 2 bolts. We got 2 bolts and 6 washers. So we got 3 shims on one side. Did I ever show you? I mean, I don't want to get in trouble, but did I ever show you my scanner? My scanner? Did I ever show you my scanner? Call JFK right now with this thing. Can even talk to his dolphin. They go by a different frequency that I have punched in here. But I also have an FM radio.
0 on. We gon' sip the car like it's your birthday. And we don't give a fuck, it's your birthday. You're funny in the club, bottle full of bug. My mind up what you need, you need to feel the buzz. I'm here to have a sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug.
I even got a radio on here. Might get in trouble. What happens if, I mean, want to see how long we can get away with it? We might get in trouble. 50 Cent might come. Want his 50 cents back. I want no smoke with 50 cents, man. You see what he's doing out there and shit? You make a diss track on your ass and shit. God damn. I'm good, Fitty. I'm good. Rocking out with you over here, Kevy Kev shop. All right, so see, that's why we're here. Nice. We can tighten that up. I know how to tighten that up. But yeah, that scanner's a nice little scanner. I told you people, if you're into the scanners, and you like the scanner that Kevy Kev 781's got, I could throw up a I don't know. I got the model and serial somewhere. Actually, I think I bought 2 of them. To be honest with you. I might have one in the box. Shit. You know what? I might have one in the box and shit. Shit, maybe one night we'll raffle off a matching a Kevy Kev 781 scanner. What about that? Something small, you know? Put a cap on it and shit. Or maybe we could do, you know? We could do something fun. We could do a scanner run. Fucking hand out a free scanner. You know? Oh yeah, this thing, I'll tell you, man, I'm happy about this. This is turning into a good build right here. You know, this is bringing back some memories, man. I'm telling you, I can remember going into building 19 on the weekends, man. And wanting something out of there. Nah, Becky, you don't want to know? We'll put that right there. Sometimes when it's near the electrical, you know, got other things plugged in. How we doing out there, people? Still rocking with me? We got 30 people. We're maintaining. We got 30 people that want to hang out with Kevy Kev. Now, I'm happy about that right now. You know? You know, and I know I don't fair warn you guys, man, and I'm sorry about that. I know, like, a notification, you know, is always nice. But I'm working it. I'm working it too. Sometimes I get a free minute. Make sure everybody's, you know, done doing their stuff and nobody needs any help with anything. And I scoot out here, have a couple smokes. Chill out. It's quiet right now. I ain't playing 50 Cent, you know what I mean? Cool. Yeah, we're doing a rebuild. So this part's a little tedious. There's a bunch of, you know, like drilled holes in the handle for some dress. And, you know, we got a little cleaner in there, but nothing we can't tackle. Get it out of there.
23.
You know, there's a few spots like I see when I'm putting it together. Maybe a couple spots I might have missed where the black paint was. Yeah, this thing's coming out nice. We got 2 nice pieces. This. I'm gonna take a chill pill for a minute. Got this. This is nice. We're almost ready to just, you know, button this thing up, put it all back together. We've been working hard at it, you know. So it was an hour and 36 minutes. Let me tell you, people, you know, hour and 36 minutes. I mean, these hands have been on the go. These hands have been on the go. bringing it back to life. I'm taking you back to building 19, you know, 1989, building 19. I think my father was driving an 86 Buick Skylark, little small thing. 86, they made a nice Buick. I said I was going to take a break. See what happens, people? God damn, let me see. Can't even see the bench and shit. You should have said something to me. You can see the bench. Fuck. Got shit all over the place. I said I was going to take a break, but I'm back to buffing. Remember, people, I know I'm going crazy, but I'm still using the dirty rag. Because then when you take the clean rag is where it's at. Let's give it a quick little blast with the clean rag right here. And it's a clean rag, but now it's getting dirty. God damn. Shit's chrome. Chrome don't get you home, people. Chrome don't get you home. Shit looks nice. Shit looks nice. We got 29 people. We've been maintaining about 30 people in the shop. Shop Talk with Kevy Kev 781. We're here. We're building shit. We're building shit here. Sorry. I even rebuilt this the other day. Oh my God, guys, I did a project without you. I did a project without my people, man. My bad, but I got this. Been working on this. I got this working right now. It's got a real live candle in there. See it? It's one of these old lanterns. Got an old lantern hanging in the back. Yeah, it's throwing a little heat off. You know? I got my motion lights all hooked up. In case I come in in the dark. I got my lights. I got my lights that light up there. They run off of motion. Yeah, let's ease the eyes for a minute. We got 32 people here. Maybe a couple people like my lights. They see my lights. Hold on. God damn. You see my lights? Hold on, I got a light for you. Hey. It looks like a cross. It's my Jesus Christ light. But yeah, we got lights. I can flash them too. You know that? Let me show you with this. Yeah. If we were plowing, if there was a snowstorm and we were plowing, I'd have this on. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... Oh, shit. My wife needs me. That's the honey, come in here for a minute light. My bad. I'll be right back. I'm only playing. But she might watch this live, and that might be a nice thing. She might like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. This knife is bringing back memories. I told you. And the thing will go right back together. Oh, I know how this thing goes back together. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's nice and shiny. It's a nice piece. It's a nice piece right there. There is something missing on the end of it. There's a little lock that's missing. Let's give it a little bit of light. Let me see. God damn, I got all kinds of lights going on over here. God damn. We got lights, people. If we need lights and shit, you know. I even bought some new lights. I bought some new running lights for my truck. Yeah, we're gonna have to put them on too. Yeah, let's kick back for a couple minutes though. Let's chill out. Let's chill out. Gives me a break. Could talk to the people, see what's going on. Kev is lit. God damn, I'm lit. This place is lit up. I even got my other one over there. Oh shit, let me see. Got that hooked up. Oh god damn, people. Flip a switch. My Shamrock. Shamrock's on now. It's my lucky Shamrock. We're lit up in here. Shit's looking crazy in here. You know what I'm saying? This is our spot, though. These are all our lights. You know what I mean? I got the live light. You can shut this off. You know? We're chilling. We're at our garage and shit. You know what I mean? This is where it all goes down. This is where it all goes down right there. Yeah, we got the Shamrock back there. See the Shamrock? We're all lit up. You know? I could shut these off. My little remote control. You know? I could shut them off. Now we're in the green room. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're in the green room now. Definitely in the green room now. Kick back for a couple minutes, take a break, right? Yeah, the Griswolds. Shit, Becky. God damn, Becky. Damn, you're always putting a smile on Kev's face, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Becky. The fucking Christmas at Kev's must be like the Griswolds. God damn. Remember when that fucking squirrel jumped out of that fucking thing? That tree? God damn. Chevy Chase, man. He was a funny guy, man. Those were some great movies. You know what? We grew up with some great actors. You know, Richard Pryor, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, the Belushi brothers. I mean, all of them, they were some funny cats, man. They were funny characters, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers out there. You know? John and Jim Belushi. They were some funny guys. They did all the Porkies. They did, you know, the Blues Brothers. That was a great movie. You know, that Jim Belushi, he had a good movie with I'm trying to think of the name of it. Guys, help me out with the name of it. He was in the AA. Jim Belushi. I'm trying to think of the name of that movie. Yeah, Animal House with John. That was a funny one. Andy Kaufman on Taxi. Oh my God. Those were some funny shows. Yeah. The Great Outdoors. I mean, even, I'm going to say it, even some of that Pee Wee Herman shit was funny. Ernest Goes to Camp. Remember that? Hold on, people. Losing power here. Let's see. There we go. God damn. God damn, you guys came up on me quick. It scared the shit out of me. God damn. Don't do that again. I was trying to fix the power wire and shit. Next thing you know, you guys were staring right at me. Lights came on and shit. God damn. What about Bob? Yeah. God damn. I almost died. You guys scared the Blues Brothers. Boo. You ain't kidding. God damn. I got a double booze. Yeah. Some good movies, man. Yeah, I seen somebody throw up Eddie Murphy. I loved all the Eddie Murphys, man. Beverly Hills Cop. 48 Hours. And then he went on to doing some of them other ones. Ruthie, I just got done watching Rambo First Blood Part 2. Literally. Just got done watching it. I love all the Rambos. My favorite one is First Blood. You know. What else? The Naked Guns. Those were funny. Thomas, man, you're bringing me back. All the Rocky movies. Yep. They were all great. Yeah. Caddyshack. Oh yeah, that was a good one, Priscilla. Classic is right. Oh my God. And the airplanes, remember the airplanes? God damn, Ruthie, you just took it right out of my head. 1:47 a.m. Me and Ruthie were thinking the same fucking thing. God damn, Ruthie. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Blazing Saddles. Yeah. It is. It is a good week. The house parties. Yep. Yeah, I love the house parties. Yeah, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And you had all the Fast Times at Ridgemont High. We had, what else do we have? Grease Lightning. Oh, Grease. It's taking me back, man. Some good, great flicks. Menace to Society. Yep. Revenge of the Nerds. Short Circuit. Yeah, Daryl. Remember that? What was that other one? Oh, Jesus. What about that other one? With the old people at the pool. Cocoon. Remember that movie, Cocoon? God damn. Becky G, you remember Cocoon? God damn. Yeah, Kelsey, Back to the Future. Those are some great movies. The John Hughes movie. Yeah, original Lola. The Breakfast Club. There you go. Footloose. What about Footloose? This is one of my favorites. Footloose. Yeah. Uncle Buck. Go ahead, Becky G. I remember there was this one. It used to scare the shit out of me. I'm gonna tell you something right now. There was the Jason movie. I don't know, maybe it was Crystal Lake, but that movie with it had Kevin Bacon in it, and Kevin Bacon didn't make it. He was like on the top bunk and something went through his neck, and that's all I remember. And Friday the 13th, yeah, Sweeney, that movie with Kevin Bacon, that one that he was in, man, that because I remember my sister. I got an older sister. If she's out there watching, I love you. She used to stay up late and watch that scary movie shit. And I remember, I think, I was probably aggravating the shit out of her. She probably knew that I wasn't going to last long. I was young. And, I seen that shit. Because I remember Kevin Bacon with the Footloose and, But that Jason movie scared the shit out of me. And the other one was, I'm gonna tell you another scary movie that scared the shit out of Kevy Kev 781 was oh shit, god damn, it was like on one of those creep shows. Remember the creep show lady with the remember that lady? Who's out there? Anybody who remembers that creep show with that scary old lady, and she used to Tales from the Crypt. Thank you, Janelle. Tales from the Crypt. So it was one of the Tales from the Crypt shows, but it was the Twilight Zone, and it was the one when there was like this thing on the airplane wing, and it was like it was taken like this. The guy was looking out the window, like he's like looking out the window on the airplane, and he's looking at the wing, and he's like, god damn. So he like goes back real quick, and he like closes the sheet, the window thing, you know, and then like you see the window thing open up, man, and he's like looking out. So picture me being this guy, you know, scared shitless, something's on the wing, ripping the fucking motor off, and the fucking dude's like, he opens that window, and that thing's let me tell you, that thing right there, that was scary shit. That was some scary shit. Yep. Those Jeep, that's, oh man. I remember all them scary movies. That right there, those two particular ones I just mentioned, man. The Jason movie. I don't know if it was based like Crystal Lake. It had Kevin Bacon in it, and he was up there, you know, at that camp. It was like, you know, they all rented a cottage. So yeah, I yell, there's something on the wing all the time. That now I'm gonna know, Becky G. If I see you yell that shit out, I'm gonna be like, shit, we in the green room right now. That's awesome, Becky G. That's awesome shit. Those, let me tell you, my mom. Shout out to Phyllis. My mom, she had a catalog of VHS tapes, and she had this like it was like a, not a 3-ring binder, but it was like a notebook, and she had everything color coded and numbered, and you could like take the book and look through it, and the horrors were like the purple dot with a certain number, and then like all the comedies were green, had these little green dots on them, and she used to write the number in. Those were fun times. Yep. I can remember that shit. Bring me back. The pay-per-views. We were kids. We wanted to go to Blockbuster and all the, the video stores. They had Blockbusters, Video Crazes. You could rent video games, man. You could rent movies. It was good shit. Right? Blockbuster. I remember all those places. They were cool too. I don't know. I can remember going in, and they had the little aisles. They always had like the the cardboard movie theme at the end of the aisle and shit. We had VHS stores like Blockbuster, and then we had Strawberries for the music. Man, some good times. Some good times. I know you would spend an hour finding it. You could, because you'd be walking back and forth. Then you're worried about like somebody else in the store, like gonna see it and shit. You remember Becky? I know you take the fucking movie and you put it somewhere else. If you were thinking like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get, what if I see something else? Maybe you get 2 of them. Maybe you get 3 of them. Maybe it was a weekend. Maybe it was a long weekend, and you got 4 fucking movies. But there was always that movie you was like borderline. Yeah, I could watch it, but nah, I'd get something else. But then again, you're looking around and you're saying, God damn, she looks like she wants to watch that movie I want to watch. I'm going to fucking put that over there in the fucking Winnie the Pooh section. I'm gonna take this movie and put it in the Winnie Pooh. I'm putting it over there behind that one. God damn. God damn. Okay. Hold on, people. I got my bag of ice over here with my drink. I gotta get my little refrigerator. Shit. God damn. Trying to get out of the green room and shit, huh? Yeah, we could do that. Why don't we do that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a little ice. Got a little ice there. Got 26 people. 27 people. Oh, yeah. This is one of my favorites. Right there. This is one of my favorites. This one here is sparkling. Sparkling orange. Thought it said Mandarin for a second there. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It was one of my favorites. God damn. God damn, people. We out of the green room. Welcome back. Shop Talk with Kevy Kev 781. What were we doing? God damn. We took a break, man. We were just rebuilding this thing. We were rebuilding this old butterfly knife. I remember what we were doing then. We started talking about movies, huh? I'll tell you, that was a great little chat right there. You know, we just brought back, you know, we're all talking about the movies, blockbuster, scary movies, shit, you know. You know, where can you, you know, have a great talk like that? You know what I mean, look at the feedback on that. Old movies and what we liked back then. You know? That was a great talk. Sorry, I'm just focusing in on something here. My bad. Some of that stuff was up inside there. Just trying to clean some of the cleaning it that'll be the best part at the end, you know. So I got another talking piece while we do this, because like my city when I was a kid, had like a huge arcade room, like an arcade. I can remember going to the arcade, where all like the box video games were, usually like pool table, you know, bowling, shit like that, Back then we had an arcade hall. It was all quarter machines back then, that was fun. Like I survived those eras, and even got to tag along, you know, as a young kid before all that shit was gone, is out when I was growing up, those kind of places were getting scarce, because they had like bigger corporations like Chuck E. Cheese or one of those things, like kind of took all that fun away from those different places, I would blame like Chuck E. Cheese, and what was another fun house place? Like those kind of places, I think, was like the start to get rid of, some of those like game rooms and shit that cities and towns used to have. All right, people. How about we start to put this thing together, and then maybe tomorrow I can put a new. It's a little late for that grinder, even though I really don't care about the time. Something in my head says maybe I should. But let's put it together. Let's start to put this thing together. Got my orange. Oh my God. All right, people. Let's see. Every time I look at this thing, I see something else that I didn't see. I know you'll see it. Damn, people. to set myself up with a couple things. That's all. Don't mind me. So we got 6 spaces and and 2 bolts. So we gotta make sure here. So bear with me. My eyes, they don't work as good as they used to, you know? I know you guys can't really see this shit. Back there. Okay. So that's how that goes. So I was trying to make sure that the knife so we gotta put 3 3 washers. Over this. We can do this, people. A little tricky. We got this. We got this. There's a method to the madness going on right here. If you've been here, you'd know. It's like that game Operation, you know? You don't want to hit the buzzer. Then it's game over. Gotta know how to use these hands too, you know. You gotta be multitasking all the time when you're working on shit. That's what you don't want. This is using your head, other than a hat rack, as my father would say. See, now we just came up with a system on how to put that back on the other side, which I'm good with now. We just figured that out, people. See that? Well, yeah, here's a perfect. Ready? So, see how that's magnetized? See how that screwdriver picked up the screw? When I got this screwdriver kit, they have this thing. This is how you magnetize a screwdriver. I can demagnetize it and magnetize it. So I can make this negative, and it won't pick up that. Oh shit. Hold on. Actually, I think the tip of the screwdriver is already magnetized, but where did I see another? So this thing, if I it's demagnetizer. Could run this definitely with the flux capacitor. Probably get back from the future. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there, people. We'll have to use our special method again to get this back on. So just stuff I'm seeing here. All right. So we put this spacer. We could put this screw in. That's where we were. Concentrate, people. I'm sorry. We had a great conversation about all the old times with the video stores and my God, people, it's coming together. It's coming together. It was black. We changed it. We changed that whole thing. It's looking good. Button this up. Let me button this up real quick. Now that I got this little method down pat here. Okay. I can do the same type of shit right here. I'm gonna just put this new tool that we got set up here. I'm gonna stack these spaces. People, we're almost done, people. Put that on the wrong side. Do all that on over. Here we go, people. All right. All right. That was a little difficult. We got this, though. We got this. Bear with me. Just go like that. Go like that. That sounds a little better. Hooray! Yay, I got mail. Ooh, that was tricky, people. Yeah, you want them to close good. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but we're gonna do some more cleaning on these. We're gonna do some more cleaning. Yeah, we got them looking mint. Nice and shiny. We'll polish them all up. Polish it all up. Yeah. It's like a almost finished product. We got to keep cleaning. You know, I told you that rags got to keep getting dirty, but yeah, that was good, people. This was a good live. You know, we did something. We did something. We put something together. We took something apart. We tackled it. You know, now it's just polishing this thing up. The more you clean it, this thing has been, I'll tell you, it's been sitting for a long time. This thing was sitting for a long time. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I think we could add some washes. I think we could, you know, there could be some like modifications to this. Where I think it would just tighten it up a little bit, make it a little better. It's old. It was painted. I didn't like the paint. But yeah, now it's just, you know, now it's just cleaning it. That's it, people. Job well done. 27 people up in here. What's going on, people? It's all right. Brenny Wood. 27 fans that want to chill with Kevy Kev at 2:30 in the morning. That's cool. We just had a pretty good time. We tried out this white diamond. Some white diamond polish. I got to listen to the scanner. Put this polish stuff down here. The polish. Got a dedicated shop rag. Yeah. You know, you always got to spend the last couple minutes when you're done working just to clean up your little spot, you know? This sandpaper, let me tell you, it comes in handy. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, we got a little bit more cleaning to do on that thing. And, goddamn people. Goddamn. Goddamn people. My bad. My bad, people. Kevy Kev 781. You guys been rocking out. You guys been rocking out with me. Shit. Goddamn, we'll go back in the green room. Yeah, this was great, man. Glad I jumped on. You know. I was meaning to go on. I think earlier today had something come up, man. It just would have been an earlier show. But Yeah, I'm glad we hopped on. That was something that I was talking about building 19 the other day, and it was just crazy, man, because I was going through that little tote in the garage. I don't know. I think I found that and a pair of pliers I hung up somewhere. Some old pliers right there. Some old ass pliers I had in the shop. You know. So I ended up stumbling across that. It come out good though. I tell you, it come out good. I mean, just for what we did in the very beginning of this live, I showed you guys this knife. It was black. It was spray painted black. It's one of those butterfly knives back in the 80s. We took it all apart. We took it all apart, cleaned it all up, polished it, and that's what we got. We'll put a nice edge on it tomorrow. Like new. That's right, Becky G. Like new. Just little shit like that. It's crazy. I found a flashlight. Little stupid little project. I found this flashlight the other day that I had for a long time. Fucking battery stuck in it. You see that? Tried fucking getting that battery out of there. I couldn't get it out of there. So, nice little light too. Like I'm into these flashlights, but it was a nice light, nice flashlight. The battery, normally, like I got a flashlight over here that I really like that needs a battery. Whoops. But it's another nice little flashlight. Cool little light. I like these lights. But this battery, when you take care of it, the battery just slides right out. It's big. Just slides right out when you take care of it. And that one must have got a little weather or moisture. Beating me up. Because I really like this light. It was a real nice light. But I'll get that battery out. I'll get that battery out of there. We'll probably get the battery out of there. I'll have to, But yeah. It is, man. That battery acid shit, man, it does. It corrodes. I mean, most of those bodies, most of these bodies to these flashlights now, they're aluminum, which, makes it probably even worse. But, the battery acid attacks metal like crazy, But I think I can save that. To be honest with you, I was thinking of like making something, making like, if I have a couple of long screws, a couple of long like sheet metal screws, maybe some 6-inch screws. I'm thinking if I drill a hole at the end of that battery, and I thread in a nice, I can make a little slide hammer out of it. We'll stack some washers on it and maybe put an old Baron or something on it, and I can make a little slide hammer. I'll show you guys. We'll use different kind of, like it's almost like an impact. We can make one out of God damn. Turn it into a science class. Yeah, these lights are on motion. If they're fucking with you. Sometimes lights fuck with people. All the flashing and shit. I don't want you guys, getting off my live and trying to relax and shit. Close your eyes and shit. Fucking. Next thing you know, your fucking room's spinning. And you're like, fucking Kev 781. Your lights were fucking with me. I fucking ran into my bathroom door. All I seen was green. Yo, bro, I got off the live with you, man. And I thought I was sunstroke. Fucking green lights are killing me, man. Well, goddamn. Just think if we were fucking plowing. Just think if we were plowing. My shit would be flashing like a motherfucker. We would be like, hey, it's snowing outside. God damn. But yeah. Did you guys have a good night? Did you guys laugh when you started bringing up all the memories from the video stores and some of the good comedies, some good horror, some good thriller? Mr. Plow. That's me. When the flashing lights are on, I turn into Mr. Plow. God damn. Yeah, I did too. I was smiling my ass off and shit. I can remember like those Beverly Hills Cops with Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was funny too, man. Even some of those Smokey and the Bandits, they were huge. They were kind of, comic driven too, But there was always, some good movies out there, man. Made you laugh as a kid, man. I laughed, man. That Chevy Chase, man, he was funny. Dan Aykroyd, he was funny. Man, so many people, so many actors gone too. Growing up, seeing some, laughing throughout the eras, and decades, that comedy, always touched, inside the home, back then. Ghostbusters. Yeah, I said Dan Aykroyd. Becky was like, yo, Ghostbusters. I seen someone throw up the Gremlins. The Gremlins were funny as shit. I actually watched the Gremlins with my daughter because she's got these fucking Labubus and all these little fucking things, and stuffed animals and shit. And I was like, oh, when I was a kid, they had stuffed animals, you know, and they were called the Gremlins. And she was like, huh? I'm like, yeah, you never heard of the Gremlins? I said, that was my Labubu back in the day. Fucking Gizmo, man. Yeah, he was the man. He fucking drove that red Corvette at the end and shit. Fucking, he was a fucking stud muffin. Fucking leather jacket and shit. Fucking Gizmo saved the day. But I mean, we watched the Gremlins, the first one with the Christmas and shit. Man, my daughter was like, I mean, I think back now, we were talking about Labubus and shit. Fucking, she's watching that. She's staring up at the TV and shit. And that at the end, that leader, I'm trying to think of his name, that gremlin with the leader. He had the mohawk and shit. That gremlin with the mohawk and shit. He had like a fucking 357 at the end and shit. He come running through the greenhouse. Fucking like fucking World War VII was going on. Stripe. Yeah. Fucking Stripe. He had that fucking mohawk, man. He come out, man, like he was fucking the last fucking standing. Fucking, and then you got Gizmo doing like fucking a buck 385 through the fucking shit in a fucking little Mattel fucking electric car and shit that he hot wired. He comes through, he hits a fucking jump, fucking flies through the sky and shit, and fucking takes him out, man. My daughter was staring at the screen. My son's like, yo, man, how come that stuffed animal got those weapons? Why does he got those? I'm like, yo, bro, sit back, man. It's about to get. You haven't even seen Gizmo come around. He come around the corner, fucking sideways. Goddamn, I'm sitting here laughing inside. Right, Becky G. Fuck, goddamn. Fucking Stripe, he was done. Fucking had no. Gizmo had no love for that motherfucker. He was a punk ass motherfucker too. He smoked cigarettes and shit like me. He smoked cigarettes like shit. Yeah, they like cookies. Did you know that they liked cookies? They went in that candy store. Remember, they went in the candy store and shit, and they were like, da, 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 da. They went in the movie theater. Remember when they were in the movie theater? And they were in the popcorn. They were bouncing around the popcorn. They got the Kit Kats. They all got a Kit Kat. Remember? They had Slurpees. And then one of them was at the bar. He was drinking. He was playing Russian roulette with his buddy. Remember when they were at the bar? The lady was trying to shut the bar down and shit, and they got pissed. And fuck it, that movie was crazy. Yeah, they like cookies. Gizmo liked cookies. You just couldn't give him water. You just couldn't give him water. But they'd eat all the motherfucking cookies in the world. Even the chocolate chunk. Soft batch. Yep. I know a dolphin. That eats cookies. Well, listen, people. We're coming up to that 3-hour mark. It's 3 o'clock. And it is. It's Kevy Kev Shop Talk. And you know what? I'm glad you guys showed up. I'm glad I got to, get my hands dirty on that thing, that nice piece. That nice piece that we took apart. That nice piece we took apart. We cleaned it all. Everything was painted. The blade was painted. The body was painted. Now, we just redid the whole thing. We still got to keep cleaning it, though. It's never done being cleaned. And use the dirty rag to clean it. The dirty rag will make it shiny. Yeah, thanks. I seen someone say it looks great. Well, you know what? Brenny Wood. We did this. We did that here, all of us. You guys all took the time to come in the shop, hang out with me, And that's what we do over here. There's more of that shit to come. I cheated on you guys the other day. I'm sorry. But I'm telling you. This here, I got this working. We got the real candle. We got a real candle in there. Yep. I got it hanging with the old chain. Yeah. I got another one too. I got another one that we're gonna restore. We're gonna restore it. Yeah, I still got another, and I found this the other day. See, what happens is I start cleaning and going through a few things because I've been looking for a couple things. But when I find shit like that and weird shit like this, like there was this old little thing, this like little handle thing, this carry-on can, and it had this old rope, right, with these rings on it. Well, you know what? I got another lantern. And we're gonna hang it from this rope. It's a nice piece right there. It's a nice piece. Old braided rope, couple rings on it. We're gonna put together something. We're gonna have it hanging in here. We'll talk about it. Shoot the shit. Light it up. We're gonna have fun over here. Shop Talk with Kevy Kev. So listen, I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm glad you guys were all here. Yeah, Becky G. Yeah, Free Kelsey. Yeah, Lisa. Nee Marie. Glad you're here. Brenny Wood, Sweeney. If I'm saying that right, I hope I am. We had some fun. And we'll do it again. That's right. If you're down with the Kevy crew, throw your ones up. I've been playing some music on the way out. Throw your ones up, people.